Is he under arrest?
I need to ask you a few questions first.
What about?
I just need to clarify what exactly has been going on between you and Mr. Fairhurst.
What? I've told you what's gone on. Well, he's a rapist. He told me he did it. He's confessed.
That's not the whole story, though, is it?
How do you mean?
I'm afraid Mr. Fairhurst has made some accusations of his own against you. He's accusing you of assault.
Mr. Musgrove, have you seen your Ryan? He was supposed to be meeting me in Barbruchy.
No, love. Sorry.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, just heading in to see Luke.
How is he?
Okay, you know.
Tell him I was asking after him.
I will, yeah. See you, Katie.
See ya. Oh, someone doesn't sound too happy.
Oh, tell me about it.
Hey, I was only a sec. Come on,
all right?
Oh, hi.
Is he all right?
He's just hungry.
What about you?
I'm fine.
You don't look it.
Well, I've had a bad day, that's all. No chance of you coming over later, is there?
I think Margie's in for the night.
Oh, never mind. I'll see you whenever, then.
No, I'll come over. I'll make some excuse.
Oh, that would be nice.
Right, I'll see you later, then.
Greg, sometimes I feel like the only person I can rely on at the moment. See you later.
See you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, in competition with Lord Irvine, are you?
Well, you did say that we could change things
If you told me up front and pay for it.
Yeah, I'm just going to work my way through this lot.
Oh, I've just had months of that with the club.
Help me take my mind off things, though.
Your ex.
Oh, I'll live. I'm just sorry that Mark made a fuss in your bar.
Compared to some of the stunts that go on in that place, it wasn't a fuss, believe me. Anyway, good luck.
Thanks.
Oh, and don't go knocking any walls out without telling me, OK? So, yeah.
Bye.
Look, I know what I said, but I only said it because that lunatic Musgrove attacked me.
So you're now retracting your confession?
Yeah.
How very convenient.
You've got to believe me. Ryan Musgrove is mental. I'd have said anything to get him off my back, anything. I'm scared stiff of him. I don't know what he's going to do next.
Amazing. Well, what about? Oh, right. Well, I thought that they had made up their minds about when it was all happening, yeah?
Bottle goes every time I hear that phone. I keep thinking it's the police.
About these DNA samples.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I just wish they'd find something on Luke.
I know, love.
Oh, my God, guess what?
What?
That was weird. You want me to go down to London for a meeting at the CUC?
About this new job?
Yeah, Ross reckons it'll all be happening in the next few weeks. I thought it'd be a year off at least.
Meeting up with all the big wigs, eh?
Yeah. What am I going to wear? I'll have to go into town tomorrow.
So does this mean you've definitely got it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they haven't actually said that the job's mine, but it's looking that way, isn't it? They're asking me to go down to London to talk it all through.
So are you going to take it?
Well, I don't know. But I don't see why we shouldn't have a lovely romantic few days away, all expenses paid.
You want me to go with you?
Well, don't see why not. 5-star hotel, fancy food. It'll only cost the price of a train ticket. The rest of it's on them. Crazy.
Mr. Fairhurst has cuts and bruising to his face, chest and arms. Were the injuries inflicted by you?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, yeah, OK. I mean, I admit I did knock him about a bit, but only because it was the only way I knew to get the truth out of him.
This isn't the first time you've been accused of assault. There's been 2 other complaints against you in the last couple of months alone.
I was mugged in me taxi. I didn't attack anyone.
Just like you didn't attack Mr. Fairhurst.
Oh, I can't believe you're making him out to be the victim in this. Look, can't you see what's going on here? He did it. He raped Nicky Shadwick.
There is no evidence that points to that other than a confession extracted from Mr. Fairhurst under extreme duress.
Well, what about these DNA samples?
What about them?
Well, I know you've been testing other people. That's because you can't find anything that points to it being our Luke, isn't it?
We are testing everyone who was at the party at number 5 Brookside Close at Christmas. Which reminds me, Mr. Musgrove, I don't believe we've had your sample yet. Someone will be with you shortly.
There you go, mate. It's Do you want them back? Ooh. Another bottle of Shiraz for table 10, please, Jack.
OK.
And an orange for the little girl.
Sorry, what was the wine again?
Shiraz. Hello, is anybody there? Every time I spoke to you today, you've been on a different planet.
I'm just knackered, that's all. I had a bit of a late night.
Well, at least you weren't woken at 4:30 in the morning by a crying 4-year-old.
How are things with Ruth? Is everything OK?
Yes, Sam. She loves me. She follows me around everywhere. Between me and you, I reckon Rachel's a bit jealous.
Jealous? Was that what she said?
Well, not in so many words, like, but she's just a bit narky.
Well, are you sure that's all it is?
Yeah, well?
Oh, no reason. She's just behaving a bit weird lately, that's all.
Yeah, it's a weird situation, isn't it? I mean, it's different when you have kids of your own. At least that way you get a chance to get used to it beforehand. But, you know, Ruth has just been dumped on Rachel out the blue. She's tired out. Hiya.
Hiya. How are you? Have I interrupted anything? No, you're all right. Listen, go and grab yourself a table and I'll bring you a coffee over.
Why did you refuse to give us a DNA sample?
I was trying to stand up for my rights.
You know we can insist that you provide a sample.
I realise that now.
Why didn't you go ahead with it in the first place, like everyone else?
I told you I was trying to make a stand. I don't like the idea of living in a police state.
You do realise that refusing to help us with our inquiries makes it look like you've got something to hide?
Well, I haven't, honestly. Look, you can have a sample if you want. I just want you to see that I'm the victim here, not the criminal.
OK. We're going to need a statement from you about what happened with Musgrove.
A statement?
Yeah. We'll push for ABH, but I doubt if we'll be able to make it stick.
No way, I'm not giving a statement.
What?
Forget it. If I press charges, they'll come after me. Only next time, I might not be so lucky.
You're joking?
No way, forget it.
And how about if we do you for wasting police time?
Do what you want, I don't care, but I'm not writing any statement.
I don't know how you can work in this, you know. The place is like a pigsty.
Send me a few papers.
You've gone through half the forest there.
I'm just nipping out for 5 minutes.
At this time, where's who?
Susanna Morrissey wants me to price a job up for her.
Yeah, well, make sure she pays up front this time. It's like trying to get blood out of a stone with that last plumbing job.
Yeah, Katrina said she's a right minge bag.
She's always been all right with me.
Yeah, well, whatever it is she wants to do and tell you you're not available at the end of next week. Could you be in London?
Actually, I wanted a word about that.
Oh, don't be telling me you can't go.
I can't, can I? I've got loads on.
Oh, Greg, we haven't been away for ages.
I know, but I can't afford to let the business slide, even for a couple of days.
Surely our Jason can manage.
He's working at the school. He can't be in 2 places at once.
I was really looking forward to it and all.
Yeah, so was I.
Can't you just push stuff back?
I can't, love. You know I would if I could.
Well, I suppose it was a nice idea while it lasted. I'll get the train straight back as soon as I can.
No, don't do that.
Well, there's no point in me staying down on my own any longer than I have to.
Why don't you take our Nikki? She could do with a break, couldn't you, love?
Could we, Mum? I wouldn't miss much from uni. I get all my notes up, Danny.
You're defo sure you can't juggle things?
Honest, love, I'm pushed enough as it is.
Right, get your stuff.
What?
Must be your lucky day. Mr. Fairhurst doesn't want to press charges.
What, you mean I'm free to go?
For the time being.
Well, what about Harvey? I mean, are you keeping him in?
Just go, Musgrove, before I change my mind. Oh, and by the way, be aware that from now on we'll be watching you. You step out of line once, pick a fight with anyone, go anywhere near Mr. Fairhurst, and you'll be straight back in here on whatever charge we can pin on you. Got it?
Oh, aye. You're good on that, aren't you? Doing innocent people for crimes they didn't commit.
Oh, I thought you weren't coming.
Couldn't get away. I was killing me stuck over there knowing you were here on your own.
Oh, never on my own.
Where are the kids?
Asleep.
I want to make up for you today. Do you want to...
Oh, it's Harry. He'll go off in a minute.
No, you better see to him.
Musgrove? Oh, hang on, I want to work with you.
Forget it.
Just so you know, you can't touch me there. It's all down on record in there. So you come within spitting distance of me and they'll drag you in. All I have to do is make one phone call, right?
You may have convinced them, but I know you rate Nicky Shadwick.
Just get yourself looking at press charges.
Scared, were you? Worried that the busies might be getting a bit too close for comfort?
I've got my reasons.
You'll go down for this. Somehow, I will make sure of it.
Oh, no, Ryan. Remember what the police officer said? No contact. Gonna be tricky gathering evidence when you can't come anywhere near me, innit? See you around, Ryan. Have a nice life.
It's just so hard. Day after day, feeding, changing, sleeping, it's relentless.
You've got Katrina, though, haven't you?
Oh, she makes me feel worse half the time, like I'm some kind of failure.
Don't be soft.
I just feel the responsibility of it all weighing me down.
Hey, come on.
But this isn't how it was meant to be. Getting Harry. It's meant to put Max and I back on track, not blow us apart.
That isn't why you split up, though, is it? Because of Harry? Max was carrying on.
Well, everything's gone wrong. Oh, here I am struggling to cope with 2 young babies. Max is God knows where, with God only knows who.
Hey, come on, it's only while a little it's hard. Things will soon start to ease up.
This isn't what I wanted. I've just been left on my own.
Hey, you're not on your own. I'm here anytime you need me.
Coming round, did you?
No, as if. You should call him more often.
I've just been up to your dad's flat looking for me mum, but there's no one in.
I think they've gone out on the razzle. I think he's took for a meal, you know, to take a mind of all this hospital business.
Hiya, Megan. Hiya. Have you seen Ryan who's supposed to meet me here?
He hasn't stood you up again, has he?
No, it's just late, that's all. Hope nothing's happened.
I always said you couldn't trust that lot, didn't I?
At least I'm having it off with Saddam Hussein. Are you seeing someone, isn't it?
Yeah, my boss.
Really? What's he like?
He's nice.
He's a creep.
Jackie, what time was this for again?
9.
Thank you.
He looks very chirpy.
I know, yeah.
So him and Rachel finally sorted everything out?
No, not yet.
He still doesn't know?
No.
Know what? Oh, sorry, I thought you'd have told Megan.
No.
Tell me what?
Rachel's pregnant.
One steaming hot cup of coffee.
Oh, thanks, Greg. I'm amazed you haven't run a mile.
Oh, don't be soft.
Well, accompanying some emotional wreck of a mother is exactly why we got together, is it?
Look, I've been thinking. How'd you fancy getting away for a night together? Hotel or something?
Wow, what about Margie?
Well, she's going to London next week with work. She won't be back till after the weekend.
And the kids?
I'll come up with something.
Well, I'm not sure I could leave Emma for a whole night. I mean, I'm still feeling her, you know.
Bring her with us.
A whole night?
No sneaking around.
No Harry waking up on the hour every hour. Oh, I could do with a bit of a break.
What do you think?
Well, let's see how next week goes,
Is that a yes?
It's, probably. We can get it organised.
Hello, boy. How you doing? You okay?
Fine.
I spoke to Ryan. He told me what you said about not visiting.
So why are you here, then?
I wanted to see you. I thought we'd all that sorted. What happened with Rose and Dawn? Why me and your mother did what we did. I thought you understood.
I've had a lot of time to think about it, though, haven't I? That's what you're getting here, time. Hours and hours to mull things over in your head. Look at them from every angle.
Look, don't torture yourself about something that happened over 20 years ago.
I'm not stupid, Dad. I was too much trouble for you then, and I'm even more trouble now. I can do this by myself. I know I can.
She thinks he's abusing her.
Well, he's not like. I mean, it's all in Rachel's head.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? Well, I suppose she has been through all kinds. It's bound to have an effect on you eventually. All kinds like what?
Well, she was abused by her dad.
And she was married to some loon who wouldn't let her leave the house for weeks on end.
Rachel, she's only about 20, isn't she?
She's managed to get lost into a short space of time.
God, I just thought she was
dead normal.
Well, she is usually. But I don't know. I mean, if she's imagining stuff like this about our Mike, she must still be having problems, mustn't she?
No wonder she doesn't want to have the baby.
Yeah, but it's not just her decision to make, though, is it? I mean, it's our Mike's baby as well.
There you go, ladies. How about that for service? Right, I'm right at the break, I think.
Been a long day.
Yeah, I've just been chopping and changing with Rach, making sure somebody's always there to look after Ruth.
Who's got her now?
Rach. You know, I was quite happy to look after her for the rest of the night, but she wouldn't have it. She wanted to do it herself.
Bit possessive of her, is she?
Yeah, too right. She thinks she's the only one who can look after her. She's off her head. I mean, anyone would think she didn't trust me with her.
Katie,
Where have you been?
look, I'm sorry I'm late.
You've been hanging around for hours. You could have phoned.
Do you want to get another table while I get the drinks in? It's just, I've got something I need to tell you.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Our company not good enough for you, then?
See you later.
See you later. You're going to have to go.
I can't.
Mark, you'll be wondering where you are.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, it isn't Katrina.
Hang on, your button.
Oh. Oh, hi, Mickey. I suppose you want your father back.
Hiya, Dad, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Some fella's just phoned about delivery of bricks or something. He said if you want them, you are going to have to ring him right back. He's going out to the next course for now, so I've got the number.
Right, better get over.
We're just about finished here anyway, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we've got everything I need.
Oh, hiya, Harry. You've been playing on your matty? Yeah.
Coming on, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we could do with a nappy change, though.
Oh, I told Katrina to change him before she went out. I mean, honestly, that girl, she has to be told everything twice.
She went out with our Jason ages ago.
Oh, we must have been like this for ages. Come here, come to Mummy. I'll make you all nice and fresh. Come on.
Right, come on, we better go back. I'll be in touch about the job, OK?
OK.
Neither of you wanted me. You can't have done, or you wouldn't have just handed me over like that.
We did what we thought was best for you. That's all. We've paid the price ever since. We spent 12 years regretting that one decision. 12 years thinking we didn't have the right to even see you. For God's sake, Luke, you saw the letters me and your mum sent. She regretted it almost from day one. We both did. But we couldn't take you back from Rose and Dawn. We just couldn't do that to them.
It's easy to say that now.
There's nothing else I can say, boy. Because it's true. Your mother and me have had a lifetime of regrets over what we did. We've suffered. You'll never know how much. We're still suffering. But that doesn't mean we don't love you. I mean, we're in hell seeing you stuck away in this place. But if you want, I'll walk out that door and never contact you again. It'll kill me to do it, because you're my son, and I love the bones of you. But if it's what you really want, I'll do it. Okay. I understand. I'll say a prayer for you.
Dad, wait. Don't go.
I don't want to be involved with someone who thinks he can solve everything with his fists.
I don't know what's happening to me. The last few months, I've just been that wound up that I just can't seem to stop myself from lashing out.
Well, you're going to have to.
I know. It's just with everything that's going on with our Luke, I just don't think I can do anything to help him.
Well, striding around like Mike Tyson's not going to do him any good, is it?
No.
I want you to promise me you won't get into any more fights, no matter who decides to take you on.
I promise.
Because I know we haven't been together that long, I've no right to tell you how to run your life. But if you do it again, I'll walk away, and I mean that.
You still on for Friday, Meg?
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, me and Rich are really looking forward to it. Should be a good laugh.
Oh, hang on a sec. I've just got to go and see someone. We'll be a minute. Who's that?
Oh, just some girl who's moved in the flat upstairs. Jackie must be doing a bit of brown nosing. She sees them, they're a right bunch of snobs.
Back again?
Oh, yeah. I wanted to talk to you about the flat.
Yeah?
You know that wall when you come in? I want to take it out. I've sketched it out. I just think it would open up the flat a bit, give it a sense of space.
Yeah, that's fine. What's all this?
Oh, this is phase 2, actually. You know that passageway thingy between the bedrooms and the lounge? Well, it's just a waste of space, so I thought that would...
I'm gonna say, phase 1's okay, but, well, phase 2 will have to wait until I know exactly how long you're gonna be staying here.
Well, as long as Nathan and the doc want me, I suppose.
So, you've definitely finished with Mark, then?
If I didn't feel so sorry for him, it'd be a hell of a lot easier to walk away from it.
I suppose it's harder when you're married, though, isn't it? Makes everything seem that much more serious, somehow.
Yeah. To be honest, I think that's why it's taken me so long to sort it out. I mean, how do you turn around to somebody and say that you've changed your mind after 3 years of marriage?
What a nightmare.
But then you can't stay married to someone just because you feel sorry for them, can you?
No, I suppose not.
And although Mark is safe and reliable and dependable and all that, compared to someone like Nathan or even Darren, to be honest, he's a bit of a bore.
And I bet he doesn't like the idea of you living with 2 fellas either.
God, no. He's completely paranoid about it, convinced I must be sleeping with at least one of them.
Yeah?
Well, maybe I should. Nathan's kind of cute, really. I might as well if I'm already being accused of it. Anyway, I'll let you get back.
See ya.
Oh, my God, he was stinking. Anyway, the next thing, she starts blaming Katrina, saying that she should have changed him before she went out.
Go away.
Katrina came round for our Jason hours ago.
So she left that poor baby in a dirty nappy just because she didn't have a nanny there to change it.
It looks that way, doesn't it?
It's a disgrace, that.
No wonder Katrina can't stand her. She can't do right for doing wrong.
Have you ever asked yourself why?
Why what?
Well, maybe she's not doing her job properly.
Katrina?
Well, I don't think Suzanne'd have a go at her for no reason.
What are you on about? Katrina's really good. She's been nannying for years. She spent all that time out in America, remember?
Yeah, and wasn't the trouble over there and all?
No. Her dad wasn't very well, that's why she had to come back.
All I'm saying is there's no smoke without fire. If Susanna's constantly having to chase her up to get her to do things, maybe she needs to pull her socks up.
It's not fair. How come Harvey gets away with it?
He'll get his comeuppance. If he did do it, they'll come up with something, they'll find something.
The only thing left is these DNA samples. How come he refused to give a test? I mean, he must be worried that they're going to find some evidence against him.
Well, if he's given one today, we'll soon find out, won't we?
Right, that's me. Back to the grindstone.
Well, listen, we'll have another couple of cappuccinos when you're ready.
Okay.
God, what am I gonna do? Oh my, you can't believe Rachel's pregnant and he doesn't even know. I'm gonna have to tell him everything, can't I? But how can I? He'll be gutted. Not as gutted as he'd be if she gets rid of it and he hasn't even had a chance to stop her. Listen, I'm sorry to pile all this onto you. I suppose it's partly my problem now, though, isn't it? I mean, he is my brother and all. Yeah, I suppose he is, isn't he? I quite like the idea of having a sister to confide in. I usually have to sort stuff like this out on my own.
Well, if you want my advice, I'd tell him now before it goes on too long. And you'd only have to look at what happened with my mum and Ron to see that honesty is the best policy.
Yeah, you're right. I'll have a word.
Oh, what about talking to her?
Rachel?
Yeah, give her an ultimatum. At least that way you might hear it from the horse's mouth.
I will, yeah. I'll see her tomorrow. I'll say if she doesn't tell him, then I will. But they can't carry on like this.
Fashion tips for wearing Titfa's next on 4. The last in the series of She's Gotta Have It is brimful of hats and clothes for that special occasion.
It's in the back. Yeah, I don't want any change. Look, this is here. This. Oh my God, what a journey!
And I feel like we've been travelling about 3 days. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Grandad?
Hiya, kidder. Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah?
Oh, great. All right.
Hiya.
Home at last, eh?
Yeah, back to reality.
Cheers. Hey, Rach. Hiya. Hi, Ruth.
Hiya.
I thought you were working this heavy.
I've switched with Tricia. I'm gonna do tomorrow afternoon instead. I'm taking Ruth for a walk.
Is Mike going with you?
No, he's needed here, isn't he?
Rachel, you can't keep this up, you know. You're gonna have to tell him.
No, I don't.
Of course you do. Rachel, if you're having his baby, he's got a right to know.
How can me and Mike have a family when I can't even cope when he bats my little sister?
So you're just gonna pretend that this isn't happening?
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Rachel, leave me alone.
Kylie, don't be getting everything out. We live next door now, remember?
I'm looking for Grandad's present.
So come on, then.
What?
What was it all about? Jetting off to Majorca without me. Why'd you just get off like that?
Because I had a holiday. Paid for by your daughter that I wouldn't have missed for the world.
Right, I better get going. I'm gonna catch up with Jackie and Susanna, see what's been happening at the club.
Not even a flaming phone call.
So what are you saying, Jimmy? That we all should have missed out? That I should have turned round to Kylie and said, I'm sorry, love, the holiday's off. Because your granddad is that blitzed, they're not going to let him on the plane.
You could have at least rang.
Jimmy, I went on holiday to forget all about 10 Brookside Close. Not phone home here every 5 minutes.
Mum, would you mind keeping an eye on Kylie for me just for an hour, just till I get things sorted?
Yeah, that's fine. Kyles, will you just take Will upstairs, love, and well, you could start unpacking his stuff, couldn't you? I'll be up in 5 minutes to get the washing ready, all right?
I won't be long.
Take as long as you like, love. Makes no difference to me.
Rich?
Uncle Mike.
Hiya. Where you off?
Nowhere.
We're going to the swings.
You sneaking off without me again, mate? You're keeping out the way of the tickle monster.
Mike, stop mauling her.
What?
You're always messing around with her. She don't want to be tickled, do you, Ruth?
Sorry?
I'll have to go.
Listen, did you ask Cindy if you can babysit when we go for this meal?
No, I don't think I'll bother.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I don't really like leaving Ruth.
Well, I've told everyone you're coming now. It's all booked and everything.
Well, I'm not staying out long.
Look, I'll meet you in Bar Brookie, OK? We'll have a drink.
Now, coffee. I know I've got some somewhere.
This place looks like a bomb's, does it?
Well, I haven't had a chance to do anything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought I might head out for a bit, give those two a bit of fresh air.
Well, don't be out too long. I think Emma's coming down with a cold.
She'll be all right. She's well wrapped up.
Well, that may be, but I don't want to getting onto her chest.
Susanna should be fine.
Can't you just do as I say?
OK. I'll make sure we're not out for too long. See ya.
What's all that about? Oh, don't ask. Katrina and I aren't exactly getting on at the moment.
Are you all right?
Yeah, fine.
You sure? You mean you look really stressed out?
Well, I'm just tired, that's all. You know, children are really hard work, with the business and everything.
Sounds like you could do with what I've just had. A week in the sun.
Oh, I wish. Actually, I was wondering, there isn't any chance of you covering for me one night next week in the restaurant? I might be going away.
Yeah?
On a business trip, you know, just the one night.
Oh, so you'll be staying in, like, a hotel?
Oh, well, I don't really know. Oh, but probably.
Oh?
Well, it's not all been arranged yet.
Suppose that'll depend on whether Greg can square things with his wife.
How did you find out?
I've suspected for ages, Susanna. I mean, you haven't exactly been discreet, have you? And once you start getting into the realms of a night away, then it's pretty obvious. Kettle's boiled.
So it came just like that in the post?
No, that's nothing.
He thinks your husband's trying a little emotional blackmail.
Estranged husband. Anyway, I'm not going to let it ruin my night. Did you manage to book us in anywhere?
Yeah, I thought we might go to the Shelf.
Fine by me.
Yeah, I'm starving.
You should have asked Jackie to come along with us.
What, and have you two giving her the once-over again all night?
He's gone all protective. Must be getting serious.
Oh, yeah?
Where's Rach?
She's going to meet us in there. She's just taking Ruth round to Sinbad's.
I was going to suggest a drink, but he just spotted you and over in the corner. Jackie's fella. Which one? The snot in the sweater. The sooner we get out of here, the better.
Should we make a move then?
Yeah, come on.
Right, I'll just get me coat.
What's happened with Rachel and Mike? Has she told him yet? Not as far as I know. She's joking. I know. Lousy, isn't it? I think it's a disgrace.
I suppose you think I'm some kind of marriage wrecker.
What you get up to is your own business.
I don't even know how it happened now. Well, we did try to stop it once, but, you know, these things are. We sort of slip back into it again.
I must admit, Craig Shadwick isn't the type of fella I'd have had you down for.
Why? Because he's a local labourer? Bit of rough?
No, not at all.
He's interested in me. He listens to what I have to say. Stops me feeling like a total failure.
A failure? Susanna, you're superwoman. Running a business, bringing up kids.
Well, maybe I'd feel better about it if I didn't have 2 babies under the age of 1.
And a nanny you actually got on with.
Oh, exactly.
Are you sorry you took her on?
She just makes me feel totally inadequate, swanning around in her best outfits like some sort of stick insect.
Oh, so it's just a personality thing then, nothing to do with the work?
Well, yes and no. Not altogether 100% certain she watches the babies all the time.
Oh, well, let's sort that out straight away.
Oh, easier said than done.
Well, if you're not happy with her, get rid. You can't have her minding the kids if you don't trust her.
But then I'd have to find a replacement, and that could take ages. I'd hate to be left with no childcare whatsoever.
Oh, speaking of which, I better get going. I told my mum she'd only have Carly for an hour. And I've got to shoot round and see Jackie yet.
So, you don't think I'll burn in hell for committing adultery with my next-door neighbour?
No, don't be soft. He's the one who should be feeling guilty. You're a free agent, remember? Look after number 1. That's my motto. You know, men are scum. A lot of them. I think we both know that.
Dear Sarah, I'm writing to make finals too. Will you stop banging just so I get this one?
So, if I give these rotors to you, do you think you'll be able to sort out next week by tomorrow?
If you pay me the going rate, yeah.
Do you mean pay you? Auntie has it all done and dusted in 10 minutes.
Let her do them then.
Well, she's got enough on her plate at the moment.
And I'm afraid it's £4.50 an hour, unless you want great grannies to grind to a halt.
Look, do you want to get the drinks in while I nip over and see our Harry? Mine's milky tea.
Fine. I'll put it on your tab.
Please, just for 1 minute, will you give me a bit of peace and stop banging? Harry, look what you've done. For God's sake, you
What's
stupid
going
little...
on?
Mr. Dixon, we had a bit of an accident.
Yeah, I can see that. What I want to know is why you having a go at my grandchild.
I wasn't, I just...
I know exactly what you were doing, love. What do you think you're playing at, shouting at a 9-month-old kid?
I'm sorry he was banging the next minute. What are you doing?
I'll take care of it now.
But he's my responsibility.
Oh, really? Well, we'll see about that.
So, what was your holiday like?
Oh, brilliant. It was a great time.
Is it true that your dad got thrown off the plane?
Me dad? No. No, he just panicked with flying, that's all. So is everything being okay then?
Yeah.
Hiya, Jack. Thought I'd find you here.
What's going on? Why have you got Harry?
Look, I don't care what you say. I've had enough. There's no way I'm leaving my grandson in the care of some psycho nanny.
What?
That Katrina one, I've just had to stop her from giving this poor little fella a smack.
You are joking.
God knows what would have happened if I'd have been there. He could have finished up in hospital or anything.
Here, give him to me. I'll bring him back to Susanna where he belongs. See if I can try and find out what's been going on. Come on, mate. Is Susanna in?
No, I don't know where she is. How's the shops, I think, from work?
Well, what time's she back?
I don't know. Is everything all right?
Are you kidding? What the hell is going on? I've just had my dad round saying he's just about to stop you from giving Harry a belt.
What? I told Harry off because he spilled a drink all over the place, just like I'd tell Emma off for any other child that was in my care.
Oh, so my dad's lying then?
I wouldn't hit Harry, I wouldn't hit either of the kids.
Look, I'm just concerned about Harry. I don't want him coming to any harm.
Then have a word with the supposed mother, not me. She's the one who can't even be bothered to look twice, the poor little thing.
What?
She couldn't care less about Harry. All she's bothered about is her precious little Emma.
Don't be stupid.
Oh, don't tell me I haven't noticed. Never seen anything so blatant.
Harry can cry and she'll just get on with whatever she's doing and wait for me to go and see to him. Oh, but the minute Emma gives a little whimper, it's all systems go then, isn't it? You think she was the only baby that mattered in the whole world? Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I give you a fright? I shouldn't have shouted in front of him.
Look, maybe I should let my dad look after him till Susanna gets back. Try and get this sorted out. You know, I've got to be somewhere. I'm already running late.
Yeah, well, you go and have your night out or whatever it is you're doing. But I'm telling you now, Jackie, this problem isn't going to go away. If you want my advice, I'd get this baby as far away from Susanna as possible. She's the one you want to be worried about, not me.
This is lovely, isn't it? Yeah. You feel like a right slot watching all those beautiful people swim up and down, doesn't it?
I'll take 5, just here, please.
You okay?
Yeah, fine.
You sure? Badly said a word.
Mike, I'm all right. Stop going on. Oh, no, look, he's just come in. Are they following us or what? I don't believe it. That's what the mockers on me knife.
Hi.
Hiya.
That's all we need. Miss Rogers is beginning to resemble some kind of bad penny.
So it was a good holiday then?
Oh, yeah.
Plenty to do.
Kids had a ball. Dad's sunny right by the beach. They loved every minute of it.
And what about you?
What about me?
Well, did you enjoy it or what?
Yeah, it was all right.
Or was that it? Just all right?
What do you want me to say, Jimmy? I enjoyed the holiday. I had a nice time, all right?
Flaming hell. How long's this lot been in here?
I take it you still haven't told him then? No. You're gonna have to tell him sometime. I mean, it is his baby as well.
You what? Who told you?
Jackie. She was just worried about Mike.
Well, I hope you all had a good gossip.
Rach, no one's gossiping. We're just worried about you, that's all.
Yeah, well, don't be. I can sort it out on my own. I don't need any of you, all right?
Hiya. Hiya. Listen, I'll see you in a bit, okay?
Okay.
Hiya. Hiya. Where have you been? Oh, don't ask. I'm having a nightmare. Is Susanna here? No, I don't think so. I need words with her.
Why at all?
Well, put it this way. Everything that could go wrong today has gone wrong.
Ready? Go.
I win by a mile. Right, who's getting the next round in?
What are you doing here again?
I needed to see you.
Have you been to the flat?
No, I saw you coming here before. I've been sat out in the car for ages, wondering whether or not to come over.
And then you made the wrong decision.
I just wanted to know if you got the watch.
Yeah, I did.
I couldn't keep it, not now, not with everything that's turned out.
Then why didn't you throw it away?
Well, it's not mine to throw away, it's yours. You bought it.
Look, I'd really rather that you just got rid of it.
Can we talk?
Mark, I'm about to have a meal.
Go on, Vic. You better grab another table.
Can you move all the books? I want to put the plates out.
Yeah, right.
Gather you went back into school then after we went away.
Yeah.
Still in a job then.
Well, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Are you actually going to spend some time at home then next year instead of signing on for everything that's going again?
What?
Because I'm not going to be skivvying after you for 24 hours a day. I've had enough of that to last me a lifetime.
Hang on. Haven't you just had a week sunning yourself on some flaming beach in Spain?
What's that got to do with it?
A hell of a lot, actually. Because in case you hadn't noticed, I have been stuck here cooking, cleaning and doing God knows what while you have been waited on hand and foot in some posh hotel.
1 week. 1 lousy week. And you even begrudge me that.
Yeah, and you didn't even have the decency to get in touch, did you? To let me know how much you were enjoying yourself.
And do you want to know why? Because I didn't want to. I didn't want to be reminded of what life was like back here. I wanted to forget the old flaming loss of us.
Oh, yeah? Including me, I suppose?
Yes, if you want to know the truth. Can't you see, Jimmy? For once in my life, I was able to do what I wanted, when I wanted, and I didn't have to answer to anybody. Have you got any idea what that feels like?
You didn't want me to go on that holiday, did you? You didn't want me anywhere near the place.
No. Because I've had enough. I've had enough of washing the dishes and dropping the kids off and spending every day stacking shelves in that poxy garage till the old bloody merry-go-round starts again.
And where are you going now?
To pack my case. There's got to be more to life than this.
Hiya. Enjoying yourselves then?
Well, we were.
Oh, I take it he wasn't invited.
He follows around like an overgrown lapdog. I don't know what it is. She seems to have this effect on men.
I just miss you so much. Your laugh, the mess you used to make in the flat.
Oh, don't.
Please, Vic. Just give me another chance. That's all I'm asking. One more chance to prove I can make it work.
It's never going to be any different.
It is. I'll make it different. I'll change, I promise you.
I don't want you to change.
I'll do anything you ask. Anything. If it means you'll come home.
I decided to join us, Dad. We thought you'd been in us off you new fella for a minute.
Only been gone about 5 minutes. Mike's just been telling us about Ruth.
Yeah, she fell over the net and needed Sammy. She was in tears, wasn't she, Rach?
Yeah.
So that was it then. We had to play doctors and nurses for the rest of the day.
Sounds like you're really enjoying having it around.
It's hard work, but it's been good, hasn't it, Rach?
Yeah.
Well, do you know, if someone would have said to me a couple of weeks ago I'd be raving on about some little kid, I'd say they were after heads.
Yeah, so was I.
Hey, I'd make a good dad, mate.
You got to be ready for it then.
Yeah, well, maybe I am. I mean, I know Josh is mine and everything, but that's different. I never really look at him as my kid. He belongs to me dad and Bev.
So, you reckon you'd handle things differently now then?
Yeah, I'd love to have kids.
Oh, I can't take any more of this.
Rach?
I'm going home.
What's wrong with her?
It's all right, I'll go after her. Oh, Susanna, can I have a word?
Leave me alone.
You just wait 1 minute, I want to talk to you.
What good's talking gonna do? Talking's not gonna help.
You're gonna have to stop this. You can't carry on like you are. You're gonna have to tell him.
I can't.
Of course you can. You have to.
Katie, I can't. I'm scared.
Of what?
Of me and Mike and a baby. How it'd be.
It'd be great. Of course it would.
But the things I've been thinking about him.
Mike wouldn't harm a fly. You know that. This abuse stuff, it's all in your head. You love him, don't you? You normally can't get enough of him.
I feel like I'm going mad.
You've had a bad time. It's bound to have an effect on you.
I don't deserve him. I mean, if he knew what I've been thinking, he'd be devastated.
Rachel, you're having a baby. It's a whole new life for you. For both of you. Mike'll be over the moon, you know he will.
Doesn't make it any easier.
You're gonna have to tell him. You've got no choice.
Oh, no.
Mike'll make a lovely dad.
Do you mind if I give the rest of the night a miss? I think I'll go back up to the flat.
I'll come with you, Ray. You could both the coffee.
I just don't want us to give up without a fight. All those years, they've got to be worth fighting for.
Mark, I've already come back twice. How many more times are you going to put us through this?
Please, Vic, don't throw everything away.
Every time I think I've got my life sorted out, you come along and throw it all back up in the air again. I need to move on.
Well, you can't. I won't let you. Please, Vic. Just give me one more chance. That's all I ask.
Susanna, I just want to know what's going on.
Well, nothing.
Well, that's not the impression I get. Listen, I don't want anything to happen to Harry.
Why? Do you think I can't look after him?
No, I didn't say that.
You didn't have to. It's written all over your face.
I just feel responsible for him.
You relinquished all responsibility for Harry when you sold him to Max and me 9 months ago.
What?
I'm sorry, it's a bit rich you coming in here and having a go at me when I'm the one coping with your baby for 24 hours a day.
Hey, hang on a minute. I'm not having a go at you.
Aren't you?
No. Susanna, to be perfectly honest, I don't want to have anything to do with it. As far as I'm concerned, Harry is your son, not mine. But what do you expect when I'm getting all hands coming up to me and telling me that he's getting neglected? I can't just ignore it, can I?
Nobody's neglecting anybody.
Well, I've got to make sure that he's all right.
And what about me? Do you care if I'm all right? Or am I just the resident babysitter, the giver of milk? Does anybody care about me?
What's happening now?
Oh, he's still got hold of her hand. She doesn't look too happy about it. Oh, they're getting up.
What, both of them?
Yeah, eyes down. They're coming over. You two jumping ship?
Yeah, going back up to the flat.
Everything okay?
Yeah, fine.
Just gonna pack some stuff.
Oh, I thought...
Vicky's coming back to me.
Let's just see how it goes. 1 week, that's what we've said. Thanks. Be in touch.
Do you think she'll be all right?
Huh? Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken it out on you.
Susanna, you should have told me. I mean, if I had known you'd been this wound up, I'd have come round and helped you out.
No, you're right. Harry isn't your responsibility. He's mine, just like Emma is.
Yeah, I know that, but it's hard work.
I'll manage.
To be honest, it was Katrina who got me all wound up. Well, I had to go at it over Harry, but she kind of twisted it and put the blame onto you.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
He's not getting along at the moment.
Not really. We haven't been for a while.
Well, that makes sense then.
As a consequence, I'm doing all the work at home and working here at the restaurant. I just get so tired and ratty. It's a vicious circle.
Well, in future, if things start getting on top of you, you just give us a shout, OK? And we'll all rally round. I mean, me and Lindsay can easily help out in this place. That way you'll have a little bit more time to yourself. Time you can spend at home looking after the children.
Look, Jackie, I know I'm in the wrong. I shouldn't have had a go at you over the holiday. I couldn't help myself.
There's more to it than that.
Well, like what?
If you don't know now, you'll never know.
Well, just tell me. Look, tell me and I'll change.
It's too late, Jimmy. I've made my mind up. I'm going.
Going where?
Anywhere, as long as it's away from here.
You can't.
Get off me.
Jackie, I don't want you to go.
Sorry, Jimmy. This isn't what I want anymore.
Jackie, please. Don't leave me. I'll do anything.
I'm sorry.
Jackie! Jackie!
Birthday blues and an embarrassing act of charity next. But no worries, you're among friends.
Hello, Sinbad.
Hi, Jack.
Do you want Lindsay?
No, I saw Lindsay before. Well, I came round to see how you were, actually.
Oh, right. Better come in.
Do you want me to get you anything?
No, fine. I just want to get it over with.
What is it with hospitals, eh? Why do they always keep you waiting?
Because they're dealing with people. It's not like a production run.
Anthea Brindley, please.
That'll be me then.
Over the top, eh? Be brave.
Stop fussing, it's only laser treatment.
Listen to her, only. I just don't want anything to go wrong for you.
It won't. Better not keep them waiting.
Lindsay told me you'd walked out on Jimmy.
Still reeling from it, to be honest. Going swimming?
Yeah, well, once I've helped Mick through the tea time rush, thought I'd better get into a bit of a fitness regime. You know, now summer's here, I'll look my best in my bikini.
Oh, do you know, you'd have loved it on the beach in Mallorca. It's like a dream, honest. We all wanted to move out there and settle down, yeah.
Now it's back to reality, eh? Look, I know you've got your Lindsay, but how are you coping on your own, I mean?
I know it sounds terrible, but I've been with Jimmy for nearly 30 years. And for about half of them, I feel like I've been on my own. And I don't just mean him being locked up. I mean, like the times he'd be off on one of his scams, you know, or down the bookies.
You don't have to go through the list, Jack. I know what he's been like.
Just feeling sorry for myself, you know. Lindsay's in town with the kids and I'm on my own. Well, you know what that can feel like, don't you?
Well, seeing you're on your own, now do you fancy coming for a scram with me after I've had me swim? I mean, I'm going to have me tea there if you fancy some company, and I've got one of those daytime membership deals.
I don't think so. It's hard anyway.
I know. Looks like it's the old table for one routine as usual. I better get off. I'm going to see little Ruth before I go into work.
Hiya. Don't ask. What? I haven't told him, OK? I wasn't going to say anything. Good, because it's me that's pregnant and it should be me who decides who to tell him when. Yeah, I know that. And look, I'm sorry that I told Megan, but you've got to tell Mike. I haven't decided if I want him to know anything at all yet. You do know all this abuse stuff is just in your head, don't you? I know. Well, if it was me, I'd just get it over with and I'd tell him. Rachel, you've got to talk about this.
She did what?
She just came up to me and slugged me.
And she's a teacher?
And she's dead fit.
I tell you what, I wish I had teachers like that at school. I never would have bunked off.
I'm telling you, Mike, she's gagging for it. You know, she's got me lined up to do a job for her at home, like, you know, in the flat.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Yeah, well, I'm meant to be there in half an hour when she gets home from school.
Sounds like you're well in there, mate.
Yeah, but there's a big but, isn't there? Katrina.
Well, what about her?
Well, we're engaged, like.
And you're still a free agent, aren't you? I mean, if it's being offered to you on a play like that, you've just got to get in there.
Do you reckon? Is that how you treat Rachel?
No, of course not. Me and Rachel are a serious item these days.
And so me and Katrina.
Well, that's up to you, mate.
This is mad. I'm in shock here. We invent the Stones of Shad as a joke. Then we call ourselves the Disciples of Shad as a joke. Then we set up a website as another joke. And now people are sending us money out of nowhere. I shouldn't have put my own address, though. You could get all kinds of weirdos just turning up.
Don't dish the weirdos. They're our customers. We've got all kinds of orders for stones here. We'll have to sort out some proper bags. You can't keep using them minty freezer things. People want better quality than that.
This could be big, man. I mean, we could be seriously rich.
Not without a backer, we won't. We need someone to bankroll us to set up.
Yeah, but who do we know with money? What about Leo's mate? He's always got new gear on and he's got new wheels. I bet he's loaded.
Could be worth a try. If Shad wants to choose him as our backer, he'll be our backer.
Let's go and do business and let the spirits of Shad be with us.
You know, I honestly never believed I'd see your mum again. And now, out of the blue, here we are back together. All systems go. Look where we end up, eh? Here. It's like we're cursed or something, never to be together.
She's told you it's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I know. God, I wonder how she's getting on.
She'll be fine. Don't get upset.
I'm sorry. It's just that when you really love someone, you can't help yourself. It all just sort of wells up inside.
Cost the petrol's mad, innit? 15 quid for half a tank.
Hey, have you had these two? They're off their heads.
I thought you were all set to come down to Stonehenge with us.
Yeah, well, I was, but then I come to my senses.
No one to buy the stupid stones anyway.
What are these? Postal orders people have sent us for these so-called stupid stones.
And a load of orders waiting to be sorted.
We're offering you the chance to get a piece of the action here.
Is that list for real?
Totally for real.
So if you sold all them orders, how much could you expect to make after all your XCs then?
A lot of tanks of petrol. For defo.
Oh, why would anyone want to spend good money on a bag of gravel?
Hey, it's not gravel, it's stones of shell.
Because it's the millennium, people want something to believe in.
And anyway, these have got powers.
Get out of it.
All right, we'll move it now.
So you reckon you can make a decent profit out of these then?
Yeah, but only if the back is right. It's money for nothing.
Come here, boss. If you don't want the chance to win big bucks, then it's your problem.
Fair enough. We'll find someone. See ya.
Mike, I need to see you for a minute.
Yeah, let me just clear this one up first, Rich.
No, I mean now. While it's quiet, please.
Yeah, okay. It sounds serious. What's up?
Oh, Mike. Not now, Jack. All right, sorry, it doesn't matter. I'm over at the club if you need me. I'll see you later.
No, I know it's serious.
Well, you know I'm on the pill, and I have been taking it properly every day, I promise you. Well, however it's happened, it can't have worked on time. I mean, maybe it's because I was on antibiotics, you know, because I had that flu. But, well, anyway, there's no other way to say it, so I'm pregnant. I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow just to confirm it, but I know I am. I've been sick a few mornings. My period's never been this late before. So, I just thought you had a right to know before I went ahead and, you know, made any arrangements.
Hang on. You've only just told me about this and you're already talking about getting rid of it.
Well, I haven't made my mind up yet.
Well, I hope I'm going to get a say in it. How long have you known?
A couple of weeks.
Oh, why didn't you tell me before?
Well, I hadn't thought it through.
Were you worried I wouldn't stand by you or something?
I was still trying to come to terms with it myself. It's a lot to take in, you know.
It certainly is. But talking about it might have helped.
I just don't know if I'm ready for a baby.
Yeah, but it wouldn't just be you, though, would it? I'd pull me weight.
I'm not just worried about who'd change its nappies. I mean, bringing a child into the world, it's a massive thing, innit? And no matter what good intentions you've got, you can't predict what's going to happen to it. Just got to look at my mum. She brought me and Beth into the world, and she was full of hope and good intentions. And look what happened to us.
Rachel, you're not your mum. And well, I'm definitely not your dad.
Yeah, I know you're not, but I just find it really hard to leave it all behind me.
Of course it will be. And no one knows better than me, do they? And I accept the fact that you've got the right to choose in the end. But you've got the chance to bring a new life into the world here. A little baby whose mum and dad would love it and really protect it. You know, you being pregnant could be the start of leaving behind all that happened with your dad. It could be a huge step forward for you. Never mind just for you, for the both of us.
You really mean it, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Rachel, I've been going nowhere for years, trying to find a thing in life that I can do and that I want to do. And if you're having our baby and you decide you want to keep it, I promise you, I'll try my best to be the best dad in the world.
It's mad, innit? My dad's been dead for 6 years and he's still affecting the way I live my life. I suppose I've got to make a stand against him sometime, Anna.
So does that mean you're going to keep it then?
If you're going to be the best dad in the world, then I'm going to have to try hard to be the best mum in the world, Anna.
Ah, brilliant. Yes. Me, a dad.
Sin?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, love. How did it go with Ruth?
Oh, OK, just wish I didn't have to come back here and pick up chip papers. She's with Jessie now. Michael and Rachel are working, you know.
Oh, well, at least she's in safe hands.
Yeah, I suppose so. So have you come to tell me you've changed your mind?
What about meeting up after?
I don't dribble when I eat, you know.
I'm not up to going out, so.
Well, fair enough, but the offer still stands. I'll be in to eat about 7 o'clock after my swim.
I was just on my way to the petrol station. You know, Lindsay's out with the kids. Get myself a frozen meal for one. Have a nice swim.
Enjoy your boiling the bag cardboard. Hi, James.
Yeah, it's my dad in a good mood.
Pretty much, why?
It's my mate Leah's birthday and need to borrow some money off him.
Oh, you're going to take her out on the town, are you?
I just want to get her a present.
Tell you what, I'll go with you. Help you twist his arm. What are them two like, eh?
Oh, yeah, pair of losers.
What if they're right, though? What if they get rich from this new age stuff and we've missed out?
Do they look like a pair of get-rich-quick businessmen to you?
What about them two American hippies who made millions out of ice cream?
Ben and Jerry, you mean? More like Tom and Jerry, eh?
Ben and Jerry don't look like businessmen, do they? But they're rich and we're not. What we want to be. This could be our big chance.
Oh, come on, then. What did they say?
Give it a chance.
The treatment all went well, and they've given me the all clear. I've got to come back in 6 weeks.
That's brilliant.
Oh, great. Oh, thank God. Oh. Listen, love. I know you've already thrown this back in my face once, but well, after all that's happened, I really want you to be my wife.
Oh, this is a really big step.
Yeah, and I'd have taken it no matter what the outcome would have been after all this. Anthea, I just want to be by your side, love, no matter what.
Oh, Rod.
And I know I may have overstepped the mark, but well, I've already booked the registry office. Well, I don't want you to marry me just any old time. It's all booked to happen on July the 7th, if you'll have me.
Filling up here. It's being proposed to in a hospital waiting room. It's not the most romantic of places.
Yeah, but I don't care. All I care about is whether you say yes.
July the 7th. Looks like we better get our skates on then.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, I thought I'd better wait to ask you why we were in the hospital. Because if you'd have said no, I don't think my heart would have taken it.
No.
Hiya.
Hiya.
So you took up my offer, eh?
Oh, sorry to get your hopes up there. No, I just thought I might catch you for a drink, you know, just keep you company for 5 minutes.
Oh, fair enough, I'll settle for that. What are you having?
An orange juice, please. I mean, it's not as if I'm out celebrating anything, is it?
We're the table for 6, but we're not early, yes, OK?
Rob, I really should take it easy tonight.
We're not going out dancing, are we? We'll just have a nice, quiet family celebration. Bottle of your finest champagne when you're ready, please, sir.
So much for it being a quiet celebration.
Just thought I'd say hello with you being on your own.
Much appreciated. I feel like I ain't Billy no mates until you came in. Are you sure you want to have a bite to eat?
Honest to God. Looks like someone's got something to celebrate.
Where's our Michael and Rachel got to, then?
Oh, they've stopped on the stairs.
Do you know what? They're up to something, them two, I swear they are.
Hey, you could be right there.
Hi, where have you two been, then?
There's something going on here, isn't there?
Well, do you want to tell?
No, you say.
No, when you say.
No, you. Will you just say it together or we'll be here all night?
Well, I don't want to hijack your celebration, and I made up used to it getting spliced, and you've had the all clear, Anthea. But we've got some news of our own.
We're having a baby.
Oh, never.
Fantastic.
How was your swim?
You'll be stiff tomorrow. Not as fit as I used to be.
I know what you mean. I was the same on the beach the other week, you know. It took me 3 days to pluck up the courage to take my T-shirt off.
It's strange without Jimmy, though.
It's even stranger now. Spending every day without him. I don't know why, you know, but I keep feeling I should still go in there and, you know, clean for him and do the washing, make the tea. Like I'm some sort of slave to him.
Family ties, eh? What are they like?
Well, they can cripple you, can't they?
I'm not long age, yeah. I'm not like Rachel. She's like family to me. Here she is out for a night out with Michael. Means our Ruth is still with Jesse Shadwick. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here on my own. I mean, I could have taken her for a swim or anything. I mean, I could be looking after her, couldn't I?
Yes, of course you could. Don't go obsessing yourself.
I'm sorry, Jack. It just gets to me.
I know. Sometimes you feel a bit helpless, don't you? You know, when things get awkward between the grown-ups, it's always the children who suffer.
Do you think he'll go back to Jimmy for little William's sake?
I don't know. I really don't. I know what I want for Will, you know. I want him to grow up normal with his mum and dad there for him and nice little house and little garden, but...
Oh, that's what any of us wants, isn't it?
Yeah. Happy families, they call it, don't they? Listen, love, I better get myself off. I'm not exactly cheering the place up, am I?
Here's to us, eh? All of us. All 7 of us. Eh? Or 6.
To
Of course, yeah.
7 of us. To us.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So this financial backing you need, how much are you looking at?
Depends how much you got.
If I was going to put 300 quid up, how much would I make from that?
How quick?
You make plenty.
And quick.
Skillfully avoiding the questions there, lads.
No, we're not. We can't go around telling everyone business details like that. Everyone will just undercut us.
I don't know if it's worth me investing in then.
You've got to prove you're committed.
And how do I do that?
If you're going to share our secrets and then our fortune, you have to meet us on Saturday at midnight at a site of Druid stones. Then, all will be revealed.
What, like Stonehenge?
No. Calderstones Park.
Yeah, get out of it.
Where do you think it got its name from? The stones of Calder? Calder stones.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise.
So what do we have to do with these stones, then sacrifice a goat?
We have to be there at midnight to learn the secrets of great wealth.
How long for?
Till dawn.
Oh, no way, I'll be clubbing it.
It's only a trial run until we get to Stonehenge. Then we'll really reckon it.
If you're going to Stonehenge, you better start walking now.
Well, that's the other reason we needed the financial backer. To provide us with the wheels of Shad.
Have you got any stones of shad left?
Yeah, of course. Do you want some?
Yeah, can I have 2 bags, please? One for me and one for my mate Betty.
Of course, go.
And the instructions are on the inside.
What do you need the instructions for?
Oh, you gotta know how to read the signs, you know? Try.
Yeah. Another 950 profit. So, are we in or are we out?
Come over to Leo's on Saturday and we'll all go up together, yeah?
With the cash?
Okay. And then we'll start seeing some profit, yeah?
If you can get us to Stonehenge, we'll be raking it in.
Sounds good to me.
By the way, there's no way I'm creeping around some else spooky stones at midnight.
You chicken.
Never mind chicken. Disbeliever.
Let the curse of Shad be on you.
Wrong house, Joe. What are you playing with?
Thanks for the scram, Pops. Trust you to take us out for a night out when we have to work, eh?
I'll see you later in the flat. Both of yous.
See you later.
See ya.
Yeah, see you now.
I'm going to be stuck here in my Todd at this rate.
It's nothing personal. Come on, let's get you home then.
I'm sorry, love. I've lasted as long as I can. I think I'm ready for a soak in the bath, to be honest.
Made up you can't. What a nice, eh? You've got the all clear. We're on our way to wedded bliss. And there's another new little life on the way.
I suppose that's going to make me a real great granny now.
You'll have another drop, won't you, love?
Thanks, but I won't. I've got to start looking after myself now.
You do that, love. Right, I'll be on my way.
Wish you'd let me come home with you.
No. You stay here and pay the bill. That'll make me feel better.
Listen, I'll see if I can get one of the other staff to work late tonight, give you the chance to get off early.
Ah, Sam, that'd be nice. I think Rachel could do with the company.
I know she could.
Like you knew she was pregnant before I did.
Mike, I promise you, from the moment I knew, I was honoured as to tell you.
At least the message got through in the end. So who else knew?
Well, only Casey and Megan.
Who else have I got left to tell?
Well, you could start with your mate Jason.
All right, Jace. How'd you get on with the nympho teacher?
Well, I got about as far as the door and then... just decided she wasn't worth it.
Go on, you dirty dog. You did, didn't you?
I didn't, honest.
Even when it was offered to you on a plate?
Yeah.
No fella turns it down when it's offered to them like that. It's programmed into your genes.
Yeah. Well, you might have gone with it, but I didn't.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't mess Rachel about like that.
Well, I wouldn't mess Katrina about like that either.
Yeah, well, you did with Katie.
Yeah, but it was all in the past. Things are different with me and Katrina now. Yeah, I'm lined up to be her husband.
Well, I can top you on that one with Rachel, mate. I'm gonna be a dad.
Go away. Well, and you're up for it?
Of course.
Amazing. Did you plan it?
Well, yeah, of course I did. I'd tried every other way to get a bevy out here, haven't I?
Barman, get yourself a bevy on me.
Aye. All on your lonesome then?
I was until you arrived.
I hope we weren't disturbing you from over there. You know, with our big family gathering.
I hadn't noticed you were there.
Yeah, bit of a celebration we've been having.
Oh, yeah?
Joint celebration, actually. Me and Andy are tying a knot.
Great. That should stop your keks falling down.
And our Michael's finally done something he could be proud of.
Oh, yeah. What's he done then?
I'm going to be a granddad again.
You are?
Our Michael and Rachel, they're going to have a little one. I can hardly wait. All right, love.
Hiya. How are you? What's up?
I think you know what's up, all right. You're having a baby, and I'm the last one to know. I mean, do I really mean that little to you?
I'm sorry, I was going to tell you myself, honest.
Well, after the rest of the world knows, yeah?
I was really looking forward to telling you. I wanted it to be special, just me and you.
You don't have to lie to me, Rach. I don't know if I had that off your mum the last time I went down there.
Do you mean lied to you?
I mean, not telling me what she really thinks to me face. She just wants me to disappear from her life. I remind her too much of a nightmare past. I might not like that, but I can understand it. But I thought me and you could really get along, be there for each other. Well, I know different now, don't I?
Sinbad.
I thought of all the people that I know and yet love. I thought you and me were like that. Well, I know better now, don't I? At least when your mum went, I had you. And now I've got no one. No one.
Working out the merits of petrol, diesel or gas next, Driven finds out which are the best performing motors.
Said it was okay to come straight through.
Did he?
I thought I should call round and see how you are.
It's nice of you.
Look, Sinbad, I'm really sorry. I wanted to tell you I was pregnant myself, especially after you found out about my mum's wedding. And Mr. Dixon was the last person I wanted to hear it from. Please don't be mad with me. I hoped you'd be pleased.
Is Ruth with you?
Jesse's looking after her.
Jessie Shadwick again? Why?
Because I'm supposed to be at work.
But why here, Rachel, not me? I mean, I hardly see Ruth as it is.
Yeah, well, I wasn't meant to be in today. And then Trisha's rang in sick, so I've got to cover for her. I mean, I should be there now.
She is my daughter, you know. I should be the first person you call.
Yeah, and you would be, but I was in a fix and Jackie just said give great grannies a call.
Flaming Dixon again.
And I would have rung you, but I weren't sure whether you'd talk to me. Anyway, Jessie's really good. I mean, Lindsay uses her all the time.
Oh, does she? Oh, well, fair enough. After all, what do I know about looking after a little girl, eh?
Right, so 3 o'clock then. Will I give Lindsay a call and make sure she can make it?
Will the meeting go on for long?
About an hour or so. Why? Have you got a hot date lined up?
Yes, with your dad. He's babysitting the children.
Poor Emma and Harry. So, how things going with Katrina?
Oh, a bit better. I think it really shook her off, your dad walking off with Harry like that.
Well, why isn't she looking after the children?
It's a rostered day off. I did ask, but apparently she's got far more interesting things to do with her Saturday night.
I wish I did. Seems like ages ago since I had a good nice house.
No, see you later.
See you later.
What are you and Mike whispering about at the bar? Like a right pair of old women.
Ah, you know, it's boy stuff. Cars, footy, fighting, that kind of thing.
You best not be up to anything, Jason Chadwick.
Never mind that. What's the occasion? You buy me lunch?
I've got something to tell you. I'm not sure how you're going to react.
Why, Dad?
Don't break into a smile or anything on my account, will you?
Sorry. Are you looking for me, Mum?
Yeah, just called round on the off chance. Got something to show her.
Well, she's not in.
Oh. How's she doing?
Fine. Getting on with her life.
Hiya, Grandad.
Hi, kiddo. Any chance of a kiss for your old granddad? So is all Will's about?
Do you want to come in? We're baking some biscuits.
All right. What's up with you? I just had Rachel round. Seems she'd rather have a complete stranger looking after our Ruth than me. What a week, eh?
Case of the Musgrove strikes again.
What are you on about?
The case of the Muzzies. Took the mick out of that Matt. And the other fella. And put this type of spell on me.
How old are you?
It was only a joke.
Would you see me laughing?
Ah, Dalton, Tim.
Hi, lads. I was just wondering, might as well come along with you tonight, you know, to Calderstones.
Oh, why? Why a sudden change of heart?
Well, I just thought it'd be a laugh. And I've got nothing else to do, have I?
Worried about the case, are you?
Yeah, I haven't slipped a wink.
I would be if I was you. I sense the gods are angry, don't you, Brother Boss?
They must be appeased.
They'd only be more angry if you came along, spreading your negative vibes.
Oh, come on. Jerome and Leo are going, and I don't want to be left on my Todd.
We'll let you go on one condition.
Name it.
So go on. What's this news Katie's told you?
The police, they've matched DNA found down the drain with somebody at the party.
Who?
Harvey.
Well, that's it then. He must be the one who attacked Nicky Chadwick.
Before you go getting your hopes up, he's already managed to worm his way out of it.
How?
Well, he's admitted to the police that he slept with someone at the party. But it wasn't Nicky. It was some young girl, and she was only 15 at the time.
But the police are going to bring charges, surely.
No, the girl's parents don't want to take it any further.
What? That's statutory rape.
Yeah, well, that's not the worst of it. He reckons that she came on to him because she knew that he had pills on him, but she didn't have the cash to pay for them. So she slept with him in exchange for the drugs.
Let me get this straight. Harvey's admitted to having sex with an underage girl in exchange for drugs at a party where another girl was drug raped. And the police are still happy to go ahead and prosecute Luke?
Well, that's what I said to Katie. But she reckons that the police are happy that he's telling the truth, and they've eliminated him from their inquiries.
But this Harvey's got to be guilty.
Yeah, well, if he's admitted selling drugs to a 15-year-old girl in exchange for sex, well, he's got to be capable of anything, hasn't he?
You, a model?
Yeah? What's so funny about that?
Nothing really. It's just... Since when have you wanted to be a model?
I haven't. I did that thing for Jackie over at Millennium Club, but that was just a laugh. But this agency thing I could do really well. Do you want to do a portfolio for me as soon as possible?
And what?
A portfolio. Pictures of me in different outfits, you know, like club gear, sporty stuff, swimwear.
No way. And who takes these photos then?
The agency's photographer. Apparently he's really good. He's won loads of awards.
Hey, there you go. Hey, have you heard the news about that Harvey one?
What news?
I can't believe we're spending Saturday night in some poxy park looking at a bunch of rocks.
Look, I only said we'd be there to keep Matt quiet. As soon as we're finished, we'll head over to Devo's. He's having an all-nighter.
Oh, nice one.
All right, Jerome. What do you know about blood sacrifices?
Is this some kind of wind-up?
What do you mean?
Want to know about blood sacrifices? Ask a black one.
Well, don't be soft. I've just got to take a blood sacrifice round to Matt Musgrove, you know, for tonight.
I thought you said that druid stuff was a load of crap.
So, change your mind?
Oh, it wouldn't have anything to do with the case of the shad now, would it?
No, of course not. Just don't miss out, do I?
Yeah, me and Jerome were just saying how much we're looking forward to tonight as well.
Yeah. So, what do you reckon then?
Sorry, mate, I can't help you there. As far as I'm concerned, this whole druid log's pure business, nothing else.
Oh, come on. I told him I'd do it now.
I've got an idea.
What is it?
Follow me.
There you go, Carls. You help William cut the dough into shapes. It's good, isn't it?
Cracking. Your mother wants to get down the walker arc. Can't be saved an anger for her.
I've forgotten how much she loved painting. She really threw herself into that, disappearing with a load of paint she borrowed off some fella.
What for?
Grandad, are you coming to live here with Nana?
No, love, that's our house next door. This is you and your mum's place.
Why's Nana living here then?
Look, careful with that cutter, Carls. It's got sharp edges.
So has your mother not said anything about moving back in then?
I wouldn't go building your hopes up, Dad. You've really hurt her this time.
Hurt her? She was the one that went swanning off on holiday, leaving soft lad here at home to water the plants.
And whose fault's that, eh? You knew how much she was looking forward to this holiday. The Corkills abroad, the whole family.
I know all that, and I have apologised till I am blue in the face.
I'm telling you, Dad, over there, away from all this, she blossomed. Said she felt like Shirley Valentine.
Oh, right. Well, she's back now, isn't she? So she wants to get her head out of the clouds and back in there next door where she belongs.
Out of the clouds? She's not the one who's been walking around with forged certificates for the past year. Do you think she really wants to be here, Dad? Sleeping in the spare room and sneaking next door every morning after you've gone to work for a pair of clean knickers?
How do you mean?
On the plane on the way back, she decided if you were genuinely sorry for ruining this holiday, she was going to forgive you.
How is it my fault? I was the one left here, abandoned.
And she was the one who was left humiliated at the airport while you were being carried off by airport security for being buried out your skull.
Finish, Manny.
I told you I was nervous.
There's a good girl, Carls. Come on. Now sprinkle some sugar on them. Mum's been back 5 minutes and you're running round expecting her to fetch and carry after you. Well, maybe you failed the test.
Test? I didn't even know there was one.
Well, maybe that's the point. Come on, Carls. Let's get this in the oven now.
Leo, you are one evil, twisted individual.
Oh, Jim hardly even bothers with it these days. All we need to do is stick a rolled up sock in there and buy a new one tomorrow. She'll never suspect a thing.
I think I might be dead.
Nah, it's just sleeping.
What prod it?
You prod it.
Nobody prods the hamster. You can't kill your little sister's pet.
Well, what else is there? If the hamster gets it. Or Gemma's the sacrifice.
That's a tough one.
Behave.
Well, fudge it is then.
Just think on. The whole world doesn't revolve around you, remember?
Yeah, well, I didn't say it did.
Hey, Mum.
Hi, love. Just came round to see how you are.
Oh, you've seen me now, so there's no need to stop.
Look, I've got a meeting round at Bar Brookie. Do you mind keeping an eye on the kids? It shouldn't be too long.
No, of course not, love.
So how are you doing?
Oh, fine, yeah, never better. That ology was just what the doctor ordered. You should try it sometime.
Been baking some biscuits with the kids. How Will's had the time of his life. Should have seen the face on him.
Probably the shock of seeing you in the kitchen.
Look, Jackie, I haven't come round here to fight.
Why have you come round here? It's all been said, hasn't it? I was in the wrong for going off on holiday and leaving you here to fend for yourself.
How many more times do I have to say I'm sorry?
Sorry doesn't mean anything, Jimmy. If you don't mean it, you know? It's just words. I'm sick and tired of hearing just words.
Well, perhaps this will make you change your mind.
What's this with it to do?
Open it and see. Info about the Open University. All about the courses they run in there.
Very nice.
So, I'm sick and tired of being Jimmy Corkill, a scally who cheats his way around everything. I've turned over a new leaf, haven't I? I'm going to get myself educated and qualified. like I should have done in the first place.
More words.
No, Jackie, I'm serious. And I'm not doing this just to prove a point. I'm doing it for you and our wills. This is the first day of the rest of my life. The new, improved Jimmy Corkill.
Sure you don't want anything stronger?
This'll do fine. Thanks, boy. You know you could have done more harm than good, trying to force Harvey to confess to the rape.
He did confess. To me. Anyway, what's the harm? My own brother's still sitting rotten in some prison for something he didn't do.
And you could have been in the cell next to him if Harvey had chosen to press charges. Think of what that would have done to your mother.
Oh, she'd be the first one to thank me for getting him off the hook. Anyway, like you can talk.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I don't suppose you telling our Luke that you gave him away as a baby has made him feel like one of the family.
I've explained all that to you and to him. Can we just drop it now?
Forcing your own sister into having an abortion and giving away my brother, your son, as some sort of second prize. I mean, did you honestly think that was going to make everything better?
It was a long time ago. It was a different world then.
Oh, well, that's all right then, isn't it? I mean, our Luke should have no problem drifting off to sleep in his cell when you go and explain that to him.
I wouldn't expect you to understand. The first hint of trouble and you're off travelling the world.
Don't you turn this round. This is all your fault.
As if anyone around here is going to let me forget it.
Right? My heart bleeds.
Ryan! With the light behind me, can you see me undies through this?
So, that's it. As long as there are no more delays or Finnegan-style sabotage plots, the Millennium Club is back on track and should be fully open for business bang on time.
Oh, that's brilliant. All this waiting around's just whet my appetite even more.
Is that all right with you, Susanna?
What? Oh, but fine.
Are you expecting a call?
Yes. Yes, from my sister. No, I think the battery may need recharging.
Susanna, is everything all right? You've hardly said 2 words since we got here.
Oh, fine. I'm just a bit tired, that's all. As babies have decided to be creatures of the night, little monsters.
And how are things with Katrina?
Oh, same as usual, not much better.
What you need is something to put a spring back in your step.
What, like a fella?
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of the restaurant, actually. I had a little nose in the reservations book and I saw that you're fully booked tomorrow. I bet you can't wait to get stuck in.
Well, actually, I won't be able to be in the restaurant tomorrow. I have to be somewhere else.
Oh, but it's Father's Day and you're fully booked.
No, I promised my sister to spend the day with her in Chester.
Well, that's all right. I've already said I'll be free to cover.
Is that okay? I know it's a bit of an imposition.
Well, you do me a favour, to be honest. I don't think tomorrow will be much of a Father's Day round at ours. Or next door, for that matter.
I do appreciate it, Lindsay, thank you.
What do you think, Kyles? Do you think your Nana and our Will should come back home with me?
That's a low trick, Jimmy, even by your standards.
Nana, do you like my picture?
Oh, yes, love, that's smashing. Hey, there's 2 artists in the house now.
I just want you both back next door with me, Jackie. Back where you belong.
Well, I'm not crawling back just because you sent off for a couple of catalogues.
Prospectuses.
So you're doing this again?
Doing what?
Putting me down, making me feel small.
I just want to better myself. I don't know Will's growing up thinking his dad's some scally. I want to be Jimmy Corkill, B.Ed.
Well, you've been a dickhead most of your life, so it won't make any difference.
Oh, so you'd rather go swanning off in the med with your fancy fella?
What fella?
Pedro, the painter. The bloke with the big easel and all the colours of the rainbow.
Kylie, will you go and check Will's still asleep for me? It's a good girl. Tom.
Not denying it then, eh?
For your information, his name's Derek and he's a 75-year-old retired doctor from Brighton who lives out there with his wife of 50 years. God help her.
Oh, right. Oh, come back, please, Jack.
That's what you've just practically accused me of.
Yeah, well, I can't help it. It's doing me head in, this.
To tell you the truth, Jimmy, I'm happy here with Lindsay and the kids. Away from all your madness.
So what is it that you're saying, then?
Well, I couldn't say it any clearer if I painted you another picture. I'm not coming home, Jimmy. I'm staying put.
All I'm saying is that I don't like the idea of fellas gawping at you.
Where's this come from all of a sudden? Don't you trust me?
Of course I trust you, but...
Anyway, what about all those posters in your bedroom, mate? The ones you go up at every morning. They're all someone's wife or girlfriend. Can't have it both ways.
Set your face for stunt.
Real druid gear. And you're going to let your chief druid walk around as something everyone can see us tackling?
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to.
Well, all right then. If you're chief druid, I should be captain druid.
You're meant to be a member of an ancient order of priests, not a superhero fighting crime. Greetings, brothers. Is the chariot prepared?
Matt, you look like it.
Can I stop you there, please? When I'm wearing my official robe, you must refer to me by my ordained title of chief druid.
What does not make him the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. Don't even think about it. Where's O'Leary the skeptic?
He's preparing the sacrifice.
Yeah, is he really going to do it?
All right, girls, nice dresses. What's with the bow? Oh, it's the only thing I could find to put the hamster in.
Hamster. I was thinking more along the lines of a virgin or something.
There you go, Leo. I knew there's a reason you're invited along.
So we're gonna get the show on the road, or what?
Yeah, but can we stop off on the way? I mean, I want to get something nice for Fudge's last supper.
Why would the hamsters eat?
The babies.
You two are as sick as each other. Are you sure there's real money in this?
Oh, yeah. Really real. The spending kind.
It's worth a look.
This is mad, Jackie.
Just leave us a couple of days, Jimmy. I need some time by myself.
How much time?
Just time. Time to think what I want out of my life.
I mean, I missed our wills when you were away. Matt, I miss both of yous.
I'll see you, Jim.
I see you. All right, Sim.
All right, Jim.
You look as bad as I feel.
Still got that silver tongue of yours, have you, Jim?
Much good it's done me. Have you got a gob on your phone?
If I tell you, I'll have you reaching for the razor blades.
Make a right pair, don't we? Hey, do you fancy going back to ours for the bevy? Got a few cans in the fridge.
Yeah, might as well. Got nothing else going on in my life, have I?
There you go. Another bottle of wine.
Cheers. I'd offer you a glass, but here, congratulations are in order. When's it due?
December the 23rd. I'm 9 weeks.
Oh, made it for you. Best of luck with it.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Hey, wait a couple of days. It'll be the same birthday as me pop. Save buying a present.
Oh, brilliant. I suppose Sinbad will accuse me of doing that deliberately as well.
Give him time, Rach. He's just on a bit of a downer. No one's Sinbad. He'll soon bounce back.
I hope so. I hate him being upset with me.
Oh, yeah, so how did it go at the doctor's?
Fine. I saw that Darren, your Nathan's friend.
Oh, yeah? What was he like?
Dead nice. He really made me feel at ease. He says if I've got any questions or worries, night or day, just knock on the wall and he'll come straight round.
See, I knew it would pay off having a doctor for a neighbour.
See you later.
See ya.
I hope nobody had no Caesars.
They're going a bit OTT, aren't they?
So where are these circle of stones, then?
Patient, sceptical one. Not until midnight when the unbelievers have crept away for the night.
Sounds like us.
Too right. Should we get off?
What, Devos?
Yeah.
You're all right, I'm up for it.
Hey, boss druid.
Hey, chief.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Me and Lee are getting off.
You what? You can't leave me alone with these freaks. I mean, if you do, I might end up being the sacrifice.
You'll be all right. Just keep him in front of you at all times, because I think he's taking quite a shine to wearing that dress.
Come on, it'll be boss being here all night.
Yeah, and you said.
Yeah, and now I'm saying that you want to go and do something else.
What's up? Afraid of the dark?
No, but it might rain.
Wuss. Are you wuss too?
We'll be back before sunrise, don't worry.
And then there were 3.
Come on, let's go with them.
What? And spend the night listening to techno rap? Not bottling it, are you?
Not if you're not.
Come in then, let's get a fire going. Then we go to the circle of stones and prepare the offering.
You what?
Strangle the hamster.
Let's go to work.
He is like one of them Italian man markers, Dixon, isn't he? Hey, no matter which way you turn, he's got you boxed off.
Should have heard him going on the other day about his ever-expanding family empire.
Yeah, well,
and how I had nothing.
I'm telling you, you have come to the right place here because I am no fan of Ron Dixon.
And what about Rachel? Won't even let me look after my own little girl. I mean, what's going on there?
Sen, you've got to get in there and show them who's boss. You can't be letting them push you around. Not where your own flesh and blood's concerned.
So you reckon this is it then for you and Jackie?
Oh, I don't know. Can't do right for doing wrong these past few months.
And this didn't do the cause much good, did it?
I only had a couple, and that was for Dutch courage. Mind you, I should have known better, shouldn't I? They're a race of sailors, the Dutch, not flyers.
It's just one thing after another at the moment. First the Musgroves, now my little Ruth not wanting to know. But what I want to know is, when's my luck going to change, eh? Because I can't go on like this.
Sinbad, you can't give people the satisfaction of seeing you down. I mean, you've got to get in there. Get in there and fight your corner.
What have I got worth fighting for, Jimmy? Nothing, that's what.
Yes, everything's fixed. We'll have the whole day together. Me too. Yeah, see you, bye.
I see someone at the battery's recharged. Take it we've got the local handyman to thank for that.
Oh, we're terrible carrying on like this with Greg. I've just arranged to spend the best part of tomorrow with him.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, as long as it's just a bit of fun and you get out of it what you're after.
He is married.
Greg would have done the dirty on Margie eventually, so might as well be you that reaps the benefits. After all, men are only good for one thing.
When you dress it up in such romantic terms, how could I resist?
I mean, look at me mum. She's given everything to me dad over the years, and where's it got her? Nah, if you want my advice, I'd go for it. You're only doing to them what they've been doing to us for years.
Meet a hairdresser who creates beehive-style desserts and rude nudes out of pastry for serving up a new series of TV dinners next.
I'll get dressed. Oh.
What?
Papa, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. One for the master, one for the Dane, one for the little boy who lives down the lane.
Oh, did we wake you?
No, I thought I was missing out on all the fun, so I thought I'd get up.
We've been having a sing-song, haven't we, Ruth?
Yes.
You know what? I can't believe I'll be celebrating my first Father's Day this time next year.
That's for you.
What is it? Happy Father's Day, Daddy. Love from baby. Thanks.
Just the baby's idea.
All Father's Day's ever meant to me was getting me dad some cheapo card and our Jackie making me go halves and some sad jumper.
Well, from now on, you'll be the one who's getting the cards and presents. Oh, no.
What?
I forgot to send Sinbad a card from Ruth. My mum always sends him one.
I'll just get him home from the garage and take it over to him later.
No, he'll know straight away that I forgot. Oh, I feel terrible now. Especially after everything that's happened lately. Maybe I should do something special for him, try and cheer him up.
What, like?
I don't know. Like a surprise little tea party with just us three and Sinbad.
Yeah, he'd love that.
You think so?
Yeah, defo.
Would you like a party with your daddy? Right, well, I'll get some shopping in and I'll make a cake and do some butties and stuff like that.
Proper little mother, eh?
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
Get off of me, you! Oh, I don't believe it. We've missed the sunrise.
Oh, where's he been?
What's he doing?
Oh, you should have seen it. It was amazing.
Well, why didn't you wake us up?
I was going to, but I was just mesmerised. The sun rose, the stones lit up, they were glowing. Oh, it was boss.
Did you kill the hamster?
Nah, only virgins can do the sacrifices.
So, what stopped you then, eh?
Hey, I'm no virgin.
Madam Palm and her 5 lovely daughters don't count, you know.
Hey! I think it's dead.
No, it's not.
Well, I bet it's because we overslept, though.
Leo and Jerome didn't come back.
Ah, they really missed out on.
On what, being freezing all night? Least they could have done was come to pick us up.
So, was it real, like?
Oh, it was mind-blowing. I was just buzzing.
Imagine what Stonehenge is going to be like then.
Can't wait.
Pizzies.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, we haven't done anything.
Dressed like this, they will think of something.
Yeah, let's go before they start booking those in. Grab the stuff. Let's go, come on.
You can't sleep either?
I woke up earlier on and I couldn't get back to sleep then.
I stayed out all night, you know. I know I promised to treat Leo like an adult, but it doesn't stop you worrying about him. After that row we had the other week, hardly spoken to each other.
Well, there's a mob of them, he'll be okay.
Doesn't stop you worrying, though, does it?
Is that off Gemma?
No way I'll be getting one off Leo this year.
I won't get one off Ruth either. I think Rachel must have forgot.
Maybe I'll get one later.
Doubt it. Oh, look at the pair of us, eh? Father's Day. Neither of us have had a good night's sleep. Who'd be a dad, eh?
Look full of us. I hope not. We've got us a getaway bus.
You know, I'm gonna kill Leo. Should have made Jerome come pick us up. Leggy! Where have you been?
This boss all night alone. What are you doing?
Getting legged. You buy?
The business. Go!
Hey, that stupid hamster's gone and escaped from its cage again. Gemma's up there now, ripping the place apart, trying to find it.
Hey, you've got to come and see this.
What the?
Don't forget these.
Quick, lash hamster, my dad's looking.
We'll bring the stuff for Stonehenge over later. Do you reckon we should set off about tea time?
See yous. It's just getting flakier by the minute.
Now, I'll be all right once we go to Stonehenge. You know, all them druid women.
Really?
Yeah, really real. I mean, the snogging kind. The freaks.
Go easy. Don't want to start arguing with them again, do you?
All right.
Where have you been all this?
Me and Jay went to a party and then we went and picked up the others from the park on the way home.
Thought you might have been in trouble or something.
We weren't, honest. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Is it okay if I go and take a shower? I feel dead minty.
Yeah, go ahead.
I need to get my head down as well. I'm knackered. What were you doing out all night in the park with them two overgrown altar boys?
Oh, it's just a Jude thing. I'm starving.
I'm going to sort things out between me and Leo.
You will.
Happy Father's Day.
Don't remind me.
Look, why don't you give Rachel a call? Maybe we can go round and see Ruth.
No. I heard and Mike have probably got things planned. No, I'll just leave them to it. I'll go out and have a walk and that.
You've got 2 minutes. I'm not waiting all day.
Oh, how are you?
All right. Just going out for Father's Day lunch.
Oh, well, I'm dropping Katrina and the children off at her parents'. She's having them for the day.
All right. I said I'd drop Jason off there later, after I drop Emily at her mates.
I'll be seeing you later then.
Yeah. I just wish we were going away, but there's no chance.
Well, don't worry. Nobody knows what we're talking about.
Imagine if they did.
Most of them are too busy to care. Everyone seems to be going through some crisis or other. Lindsay was telling me that her mum and dad are living apart.
So there was something odd going on over there.
Oh, apparently Jackie just got tired of Jimmy's job ruling his life.
Yeah, well, I know what that feels like. Margie will be busy planning a European job of a lifetime as we speak. I don't know how me and the kids are supposed to fit in.
Well, I wouldn't play the badly done martyr too much, not considering what we'll be getting up to this afternoon.
See you later.
I feel better for that. Can I borrow you deodorantly?
Yeah, it's up on the shelf. I'm knackered, lad. Thought your dad was really going to kick off then, you know? Nah, he knows the score now. I can do what I like.
Yeah.
As if. I'm telling you.
It's not what you need to tell. Try Commander Mick downstairs.
I know, yeah. Have you told him you're going to Stonehenge yet? Not yet, but it's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, okay.
Kiss me. Hey, do one. Get your own, you ming.
I bother with me, can have some of yours.
You losers. Where are you going, Jay?
My mum wants me to take her to the cemetery because it's Father's Day.
Do you mind?
No, not really. It's just... My dad used to say Father's Day. He used to say it was a big rip-off, so I can't see the point in taking her. But if she wants to go, then I'll take her.
When we were little, my mum used to always take us to my dad's grave. I hated it.
This will be the first time I've been since he died.
I mean, I can hardly remember me, our fella. Well, I can picture him, but I can hardly remember him, like, being around, like.
Sometimes I forget my dad's gone, you know. Whenever I hear something that I think will make him laugh, I just can't wait till I'm home and tell him. At the times I remember, though. I'll catch you back here later, yeah? Thanks.
Okay, will you ask him to give me a ring when he gets back? Thanks, Mick. See ya. Sinbad's gone out somewhere.
Well, that might be in now.
Oh, I hope not. I wanted it all to be ready.
Do you like it? Yes.
Morning. All right, Dad. It's all right, Rach. It's only me dad.
Oh, only me, Dad? That's very nice, isn't it? Hiya, love. Hey, something smells good in here. Have you got a cake in the oven as well as a bun?
We're having a little Father's Day tea party for Ruth and Sinbad.
Oh, very nice. You'll still be coming around to Anthea's with us all later, though, won't you?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Mike, I could do with some help here. Do you want to start making the butties? Ruth, don't go near the oven. It's burning hot.
Listen, do you want me to take the little one out of your way for an hour? I can take her down to Great Granny's with me.
Thanks, but she's okay.
I don't mind, you know. I'll get her some sweets in the garage and then she can do some drawing while I'm pottering around the office.
Yeah, give you the chance to finish off.
Are you sure you don't mind?
No, of course I don't. And listen, no need to worry, she'll be fine. She was born in my Moby, this little one, you know. I practically delivered her. Do you want some sweeties?
Yes, please.
I'm off to my ma's. You know, Father's Day and all that.
Nice one, she'll appreciate that, son. You know, she's still upset about you blowing all that money, you know.
Look, Mick, I know my dad wanted me to use the money for university and that, but I know he wouldn't want me to do something I didn't want to either.
Yeah, I know, but if he was still there, he would have encouraged you to carry on studying.
Yeah, but he's not, is he? I'll catch you later.
See you later, Jay. Here you go, Dad. I didn't want to give it to you in front of Jerome. I felt a bit, you know.
Cheers, son. Thought you'd forgotten.
And I wanted to say sorry about the way things have been. I shouldn't have said those things the other day.
Yeah, well, I suppose I was as much to blame.
I still think Jerome's made a big mistake, though.
I know he thinks about his dad loads and how he wants them to go to university, but if his heart's not in it, what's the use?
Yeah, I suppose so. I just know that's what his dad wanted more than anything. Anyway, nice one, son. Thanks. No money?
Hi, what's all this then? Doctor's orders?
Just trying to run off my hangover, to be honest with you.
Oh, this is the medical solution, is it?
Quick sprint in the fresh air, followed by a swim. Works for me every time. Leaves me feeling human again.
Really? Well, I think I'll stick to the air of the dog routine myself. Careful now.
Hello. My name's Darren. What's yours?
This is Ruth. Say hello.
Hello.
You're a bit young to be one of Mr. Dixon's great-grannies. Or are you a great-granddaughter?
No, I'm just looking after her for half an hour. Even I'm not into child labour.
Hey, you know, there's been plenty of times when I've wanted to go to the cinema, see a kid's film. But I couldn't because I didn't have anyone to take. Might be a market there for you.
I'll bear that in mind.
Right. Well, I can't put it off any longer. Bye. I see you now. Bye, Ruth.
Come on, then. You want to play brushing up again?
Hey, wait there, you. What's my little girl doing with you?
I'm just looking after her for Rachel.
Oh, don't I get a say in it? I should be looking after her, not you.
Well, I think you should go and see Rachel and let her explain everything.
Well, she better add. Because I don't want my little girl with the likes of you.
Hey, hang on a minute. I'm just doing a favour here, you know.
You mean you're acting like the big family man again? The head of the Dixon dynasty as usual? Well, not with my kid, you don't.
You know what? I reckon you're just having a go at me because you're jealous.
Why would I ever be jealous of you?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because I've got my family and my business. And you've got nothing and no one.
Yeah, well, we all know that's down to, don't we?
Hey, nothing to do with me. You've only got yourself to blame.
Yeah. But one day, Dixon. One day.
Looks great.
I've probably made too much.
No, no, get eaten. Sinbad will be made up.
I hope so. I really want to make things up to him.
Yeah, well, this should do it.
Oh, no, I didn't want to see you yet.
Like you didn't want to see me when our Ruth needed minding. What's the matter? Aren't I as trustworthy as Ron Dixon?
Hang on, Sin.
I really expected better from you, Rachel. I mean, how do you think I feel when I see our Ruth being minded by someone like Ron Dixon? Him of all people. And on Father's Day as well.
We didn't ask you because we've been busy doing all that. I wanted to do something special for you, a surprise.
Here you go. That's a good girl. You help your Uncle Ron keep the place nice and tidy. Hello, great grannies. How are you, Aunt? Yeah, just catching up on all that stuff I've been putting off for ages, you know. Yeah. What time do you want us over there? Oh, well, that's all right, isn't it? Gives me a bit more time to sort this place out. No, our Jackie's making her own way, so we'll meet her there. All right, love. Yeah. Tra! Oh, my God!
Oh, at last.
I thought it'd be better if it came round the back.
Oh, I thought you were never going to turn up.
I had to get Jason and Emily safely out the way. I'm all yours now.
Can't this wait? I'm knackered.
Come on, you. I don't want nothing to do with it. You're the druid. My man nearly dropped when she looked in that container. You look at the amps never jumped out. The poor thing was more scared than she was.
You better get it back to our Gemma's room.
How can I? Gemma's up there and your dad's in the living room.
I don't care. Just get it out of my car.
All right. Thought we'd make a start loading up.
How much you taking?
The lot if we can fit it in.
Oh, poor old Fudge still in that thing.
That's cruelty, that.
You want us to sacrifice it?
No, it's just a grin to get you to admit to being a virgin. So, you're looking forward to Stonehenge then?
I suppose so, yeah.
But I better start seeing the return on the money I put up for this gear.
You will. We'll make loads of money when we're down there. And we'll get to see the solstice, the real one.
What are you lot plotting now?
We're just planning our trip to Stonehenge.
Yeah, we were thinking of going down there for a few days.
Sounds like it could be a laugh. Make sure you behave yourselves.
Yeah, of course we will.
I'm going to put some petrol in the car and then call the chippy, all right? Oh, listen, do us a favour, will you? Have a look round for Fudge. Oh, Gemma still can't find him.
I'm sure he'll be around somewhere. You can't have got far.
See you later.
Come in then. Let's make us start getting the rest of the stuff.
This is going to be a better trip.
Doc! Doc, you gotta help me, please. It's Ruth.
What's the matter?
Turn me back for a second. She swallowed some bleach.
Right, let's have a look at her. Have you called an ambulance?
Yeah, it's on its way. All right, darling.
What's happened?
Let me have a look in your mouth, Ruth. There's a breaker.
What's up? She swallowed some cleaning fluid.
You what? Look, can you please keep it down? I'm trying to examine her.
How bad is she?
Well, her mouth's burnt. That's all I can tell right now.
Is she going to be okay?
I don't know how much she swallowed or how much damage has been done. I'll have to check that out at the hospital. It's all right, Ruth. You're going to be okay.
The phone man's only turned me back for a second.
You stupid...
All right, not now.
Sinbad.
Are you sure you phoned one?
Yes, of course.
Well, where is it then?
All right, sir, I'll phone it again if it's not here soon.
Listen, the hospital want to see what it is that she drank. Can you get it? What's happened?
Ron Dixon! Again!
Look, I don't know the local history, but you're not exactly being helpful.
And you're upsetting Ruth.
She wouldn't be like that if it wasn't for them.
Mummy,
Come on, please hurry up.
It's all right, Ruthie. The ambulance is going to make you better.
How can I, eh? After what you've done now?
Oh, ignore it.
The substance was some sort of bleach, but we don't know exactly how much she swallowed.
The bottle she drank from is empty. It spilt everywhere when she dropped it, but I think this is the same stuff.
Have you got the original container the substance was in?
No, it comes like this. You see, there's a fellow who works on the corp. He gets it for me on the cheap.
Was it a Lamo bottle? No wonder she drank it, you dickhead!
Embarrass it!
Sinbad, stop it!
Hey, the explosion wasn't enough, was it?
Look, leave her out
Now
with
you're
your
trying to
friend.
poison my little girl! I'm gonna kill you for this! Thank God I want to go too!
Yeah, well, they won't let you. Now, why are you trying to put someone else in the hospital?
I think we may have got a bit carried away there.
I think you could say that. Oh, not again.
Oh, don't want anybody taking you away.
Like you?
Oh, somebody wants a job, an emergency or something.
I think I'm already a bit busy, don't you?
You are. And I might have a few odd jobs I need you to do around this place.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought they'd never give up.
I bet it was Margie checking up to see how I was getting on with the extension. She's gonna go mental if I don't get it finished soon.
Oh, you shouldn't let her bully you.
It's a bit late for her to stop now.
Was she always so,
Narky.
well, forceful?
It was one of the first things I liked about her. She wasn't like other girls. Always spoke her mind. Still does.
Strange the things that attract us to someone in the first place, isn't it? With Max, it was his vulnerability.
And what about the second time round?
Oh, I think I knew it was a mistake the second time around. It just made me want him more. I was determined to make it work. Not that it made much difference.
I think you can tell whether or not you're with the right person. I'm not saying it's easy, but you can.
Suppose you just know.
Yeah.
Any guilt?
How do you mean?
Being in bed with me.
Of course not.
Even on Father's Day.
I don't care what day it is. I'm here because I want to be.
Good. Have I got you for the rest of the day, then?
I'm all yours.
Good.
Look, It was an accident, all right?
How come it's always me that comes out worse whenever you have an accident?
Let's go, Sam.
This is all because he wants to save a few lousy pence. My daughter could have been scarred for life or worse because of you.
Sam, you end up getting nipped.
Ah, so what? What have I got to lose, eh? What? Nothing. Might as well just forget it.
Don't let him wind you up. It's not worth it. That's better. None of this is going to get you nowhere. Just think about Ruth, will you?
Just leave it, will you, Pops? It's not worth the aggro, he's just a bit upset.
Upset? He's a flaming nutcase. You weren't locking up, you know that? If I was Rachel, I wouldn't want you anywhere near me.
Sinbad!
Dear, did Sinbad go a step too far? Brookside's back on Tuesday at 8. Next on 4, an abandoned baby on the bus. Not a problem, so long as it's got a ticket. Friends starts Friday night full of comedy.